In 1803, we would see a purchase which would ultimately double the size of the United States. But we must go back to the second half of the 18th century, as the French colony of Louisiana became a source for European political discussion. The colony was a substantial presence of France's overseas empire, but France would cede the territory to Spain in 1762, following France's defeat in the Seven Years' War. Following the establishment of the United States, the Americans would gain control over the area east of the Mississippi and north of New Orleans. The main issue for the Americans was free transit from the Mississippi out to sea. As the lands were being gradually settled by American migrants, New Orleans became key, as it was already important for shipping agricultural goods to and from the areas of the United States west of the Appalachian Mountains. Pinckney's treaty, signed with Spain on October 27, 1795, gave American merchants in New Orleans the right to use the port and store goods for export. The treaty also recognized American rights to navigate the entire Mississippi, which had become vital to the growing trade in the Western territories. However, in 1800, Spain would cede the Louisiana Territory back to France as part of Napoleon's secret Third Treaty of San Ildefonso. In 1803, Jefferson would send James Monroe and Robert R. Livingston to Paris to negotiate a settlement, with instructions to go to London to negotiate an alliance if the talks in Paris failed. In April 1803, the French offered Livingston all of Louisiana for $15 million. Although Jefferson had only authorized Livingston to purchase New Orleans, he was certain that the United States would accept the offer. The Americans agreed and signed the Louisiana Purchase on April 30th, 1803. The Louisiana Territory was vast, stretching from the Gulf of Mexico in the south to Rupert's Land in the north, from the Mississippi River in the east to the Rocky Mountains in the west. The Senate quickly ratified the treaty, and the House authorized the required funding, requiring the territory nearly double the size of the United States. In November 1803, France withdrew their troops, and Napoleon gave up his ambitions in the Western Hemisphere. The Senate authorized Jefferson to take possession of the territory and establish a temporary military government. The actual boundaries of the territory would be disputed between Spain and the United States, but were ultimately resolved by the Adams-Onis Treaty of 1819. The purchase would become one of several territorial acquisitions to the United States over the coming decades.